Hey guys, it's me, International Carl, doing another video for you back in England. If you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button. Man, this is one thing that reminds me when I'm here in the UK. It's one thing that I never used to do in the US. Is you have these roadside service places, you know, where you can just pull over on the highway and it's like this fully decked out place. I'll put some video on the screen right now of this place. But what's interesting to me is the fuel prices when you come to these service places. It's literal highway robbery. Every time I come to one, I always say the same thing. It's highway robbery. The fuel, so say like, for example, diesel in the city might cost you £1.30 a liter. Here on the highway, $1.55, $1.60 a liter. So they jack up the price, and you would think that it would be cheaper here because there's more cars coming through to get petrol. But nope, the price is like through the roof, extremely expensive just to get petrol. I'm here at the Golden Arcs, about to get some breakfast as I've come back from this plane trip. So I'm a bit hungry, but it's just interesting that like every time I come to this same spot, every time I'm down in London, Beaconsfield service station, I'm certain a few of you have been here before. You know, I would get some Mexican food, but it's closed, so I have to go to Mickey D's. It's known by plenty of names around the world. But yeah, there's always these service stations where you can come get your Greg's, KFC, M&S, El Mexican, of course McDonald's. But it's fully decked out, and you see them all throughout. You see them all throughout the highway when you travel through this country. Is these service stations. I pull over to quite a few of them just to rest, get some air, stretch the legs, even though the country's not that massive. Oh, and they always have these little kiosk casinos. Never been in one because I'm not dumb enough to put my money in there. That'd be ridiculous. Might as well burn it. Yeah. If you are out there, tell me which ones you go to the most. Why is this a thing? We don't have these in America. You would literally be on the motorway. You'd pull off, exit at some city, and get your fuel. However, that is one of the things I love about being in Europe and in the UK. It's a benefit is that whenever you're driving on the motorway, you're never that far away from a service station, what they call a service station, but a gas station that's set up so you can get fuel. So you can literally just detour off the motorway ever so slightly, get your fuel, and just keep going. You see a lot of these in mainland Europe as well, Italy, France, Germany. Most of them are like right on the motorway, which is great. So you really don't even get off the freeway, motorway. So I like that as a benefit. But here's a quick video, something I would just explain about life in the UK. One thing that I find interesting and different, again, like I said, is having these service stations. It's highway robbery. I would recommend that you never get fuel here unless you have to. Whenever I get fuel here, I promise you, I put just enough to get me to the next city or get home, because that's it. I'm trying never to use the fuel here, because I promise you, if it's $1.30 a liter out in the city, it's $1.60. It's like 30 cents more just for fuel at a service station where big trucks will be filling up, where cars will be filling up. You would think it'd be cheaper. Nope, not at all. Costs even more. About to get some breakfast in me. Need to go order, and the police are like right there. Let me show you. Bunch of coppers. I bet you they having. I need to stay away from them because, you know, I might give them some grief. But nah, give big up to the cops. They have a tough job, you know. Not to say whether you work in America or you work in the U.S. or in the UK, it's a tough job. So you got to respect them. But I just wish they would respect our rights a little bit more. But I do find that the police in the United Kingdom, check this video here if you haven't already, where I talk about the difference of the police in the United States and the United Kingdom. But I do find the police in the UK to be a lot more helpful and more servient. Of Of course, there's bad apples in any bunch of organizations, but in general, as a whole, as a general statement, they're very nice and helpful people who don't necessarily know all the laws that they need to enforce. So it's up to you to keep all your rights in check as well. A quick one. With all these police officers here, I'm definitely need to go move my car because, don't tell nobody, but I parked illegally. I won't tell you how illegally, but I'm definitely parked really bad at the service station. Hopefully they don't notice and give me a ticket. So before I end this video, let me talk about the police, because there's been a big ordeal recently about this police officer. I will never name his name because he's a coward, but rest the soul of the person that he took the life of. She was used to fulfill his sick fantasy. And I think I'm going to do a full video on this because it really upsets me, because what you guys don't know is my family has been affected by, not by a police officer, but murder has come to my family before. And I have a specific view on death penalty and, time people should get, etc., etc. I'm going to do a full video on that. But one of the things is, because I was looking at the police officers and I said just a second ago that they have a tough job. And I hope that this coward, this monster, hasn't eroded the full trust of the people in the police as a whole, because there's always bad bunches in any organization. And to paint one person ruin the whole force is a disservice. Now, I'm not going to get into it too much in this video, but, I personally don't have too much trust in the police. In the sense, that means to protect my rights. Do I think the police are going to harass me in this country? No. I've been asked that question in a lot of my videos. Like, do I feel safer here in the UK? I am going to get to your comment because I told you I was going to do a video on that. So I'm going to get to that. But, I wanted to bring up the point to, I'm not going to cut it out. I want to bring to your attention the fact that police do have a tough job, but you as an informed citizen need to know your rights, because they will trample on them. I don't care if they say they're recording. That's for them. That's not for you. Because once you try to get that video, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. It's going to take you more hoops than you can jump through. So that's why you always record any interactions you have with the police. But this video is not about the police. It's just about the roadside and the highway robbery that really goes on here. But I just thought I'd address the fact that there's been this massive uproar in the UK recently over this police officer, coward police officer, who murdered an innocent woman. But with that, I'm out.